Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about transmitters and receivers and lavalier mics.
In this test, I'm going to test the Rodelink, Røde GO, Sennheiser 512P, Deity Connect, and my secret lav. None of these companies are sponsored for this video. In another word, I purchased all by myself. Through this test, I want to share my experience and opinions with you. Through the years, I have been upgrading my sound equipment, but is this upgrade worth? In my opinion, many people take sound grounded. Don't get me wrong, to get a good photography is important, but instead using all the budget in the camera renting or buying a camera, perhaps you should think about to get a reliable sound equipment and perhaps a reliable sound technician.
First of all, I'm going to talk about the size. Among all these lavalier microphones I have here, the smallest go to the Røde GO, and it has the body which has the previous Rodelink, which has actually 6 times smaller body than the Rodelink. And if you compare to the Sennheiser G4 500 series, it's almost 4 times. I mean, it's not only the wide but look at this. And also, if you compare to the Deity Connect, it's most like 3.5 smaller. And also, if you compare to my secret lav, it's also 4 times, more or less. And secondly, we are going to talk about the sound quality. The Røde GO does come with the built-in mic, which is very useful if you're doing interview. But if you're going to hide your lav, not like this, but I mean, if you are going to do a feature film or short film that you have to hide your mic, then you have to purchase an external lavalier, which call here the smart lav, and you have to also have the converter called SC3, which convert your signal from TRRS to TRS. And when you plug this thing into this transmitter, somehow perhaps maybe the signal get too hot. I have 2 pair of this Røde GO, and both of them, when I plug this off, and the built-in mic doesn't work anymore, and I don't know how, and I don't know why. And it's just very pity that if that's the case, I just plug the external mic for my Røde GO and the built-in mic doesn't work anymore. Anyhow, if you are going to use the external mic, please pay attention to that. And also, this external smart lav can also replace your Rodelink for your lav, because I find out this original Røde lav is very easily to get broken on this end, and it's very hard to find the part. So the cheapest way, and I mean, it's also the best way, I guess, the smart lav, if you combine with the SC3, it sounds like the original mic. And also, when I moved to the Sennheiser, this is the Sennheiser 500 G4 series, and it comes with the tiny lavalier mic. It's called MKE2, and which sounds quite alright to me if you compare to the 100 series, which is called ME2. I think the lav has a little bit bigger capsule, and well, I think that it's more like this. The Deity has perhaps the same or more or less the size as the Sennheiser 100 series 112p with the MKE2. The size is more or less like this, and the MKE2 is slightly smaller, so you can hide better in your shirt or whatsoever. And also the Deity Connect come with actually 2 transmitters which can boost up to 100 millivolt, and you can see how long this could go in the distance test. And this is the receiver, which has 2, you can see here is 1 A and B, which is indicate the A and the B set. You can send it to your recorder, or perhaps if your camera have 2 input, so you can just plug in there. And also these guys come with the built-in battery, and you can easily charge them up with the USB-C connector, and I think they take maybe like 1 hour to charge up. It's quite fast to charge up, and if you survive like more like 8 hours and half, yeah, 8.5 hours, but the Rode definitely has much shorter time on the battery, 4 hours. If you fully charge, 4 hours if you go out. So if you're planning to do a theme, then you have to probably have a lot of them. And also the distance doesn't very long. You can see in the distance test. And so also the Rodelink go with the AA battery. I normally use over 2000 milliamp per hour 2A rechargeable batteries, and it could easily survive up to 8 hours. And also the Sennheiser, 8 hours is no problem. And of course this is depend on how strong signal you're going to send. It has the Sennheiser has the 10 millivolt, 30 millivolt, and 50 millivolts. And finally, my secret lavalier has the 250 millivolt, which you have to need a license to use this guy. And I combine it with my DPA 6060, which is the tiniest microphone among all this microphone, and I think the sound sounded the best to me. But yeah, you judge it in the video. Hi everyone, today we are going to test the lavalier microphone, and I have mounted it like, I mean, this looks like a suicide bomber. But I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 center or the transmitter, and I'm going to walk all the way down there and see. Also, I have to do 2 tests. One which is in front. The transmitter will like directly have the sight to the receiver, and the other test I will like just turn me around, which you don't have the direct contact to the receiver. And now I'm in the side of distant direct, no obstacles, 10 meters away. I hope the signal is clear and loud, and I'm going to turn myself because the signal will be blocked, and I hope you can still hear me when I turn myself. Okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, okay, I'm going to further away, and I'm going all the way down there in the end. So, okay, now we are in 20 meters away, clear of sight, no obstacles, and hope you can hear me loud and clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to turn myself. I hope they are still functional. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to further away for 30 meters or perhaps 25. Now I'm in 25 meter. Hope you can hear me still loud and clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to turn myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I'm in 35 meters away. I hope the receiver still get my signal. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to turn myself now. I hope the signals still are clear. 3, 5, 6, 10. Now I'm going for 40 meters. Now I'm in 40 meters away. I hope the signal is still clear. And I'm going to tell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to turn myself now, and I hope the signal is still clear. Okay, like 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I'm going for 45, maybe 50. Let's say 50. Okay, now I'm in 50 meters away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to turn myself, and hopefully you can still hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm in 60 meters away. I hope you can still hear me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to turn myself, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we are in 70 meters away. I hope you can still hear me. I hope all the mic can still hear me because this is now clear of sight, no obstacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to turn myself, and turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now it's 70 meters. I'm going further for the 80. Now we are in 80 meters away, and I hope 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to turn off. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting some message. Perhaps it's missing the signal now. And okay, now we are in 18. Vi er på 80, ikke?
Du er på 80, ja.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we are on 90 meters away. and I hope you can still hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to turn myself, and I hope you can still hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we are 100 meters away. I hope you can still hear me. And 1, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to turn myself. Okay, I hope the signal is still clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 110 meters. I hope you can hear me. And testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to turn myself and turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going for 120. 120 meters away. I hope you can still hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to turn myself. I hope you can still hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we are on 150 meters away. I hope you can still hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I'm going to turn myself. I see a couple in here which is bicycling, but I don't think that will be an obstacle for the transmission. Okay, now I'm turning myself. Turn now. I hope you can hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I can't even see the camera now. Okay, this is the test for lavalier mic 200 meters away. Hope you can still hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I'm going to turn myself. I hope you can still hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. At the end of the park. This is 370 meters away from the camera. As you see, this is the furthest way I can go. I hope you can still hear me. And test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm now going to turn myself and hope the signal still hold up. I'm going to turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and I'm walking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. No, it's fallen out. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. 4. The signal is fall out when I turn myself, and this is actually the working distance for the Deity Connect, and you hear me absolutely now. But now I'm going to turn myself again and see the signal when it's falling out, and let's just test it one more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The signal is still 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Also, we have to talk about the background noise. And the Røde GO, Rodelink, Sennheisers, and my secret lab, it's okay with the background noise. The only thing is this guy. The Deity has quite high background noise. If you want to purchase this guy, just pay attention. It's usable, but I mean, if you are really boost it up, you will hear the background noise quite clear. And finally, we are going to talk about the technology between the Wi-Fi and the analog radio system. Firstly, the Wi-Fi system has the encrypted system, which means one-to-one system. So if, let's say, you want to send both to the camera and you want to send it to your director, that is not possible in this system, not possible in the Wi-Fi system. But if you must have this solution, then I will suggest you go for the analog system. This is going using the radio frequency. Let's say you're using the 600 megahertz frequency, and then if the other receiver is going to tune to 600 megahertz, and it will finally get the signal if you tune to 600. So basically, one sender could send up to easily up to 20 or as much as you want. This is the advantages on the analog system, and also this is also going to the analog system, my secret lab. But it also has a disadvantages. If, let's say, in that area you are using the analog system, if you're not scanning the radio frequency at the area who is using, that could be a crash with another system, that someone has communication using the same frequency as your analog system. So it has a good, it has a bad things, and if you are using the Wi-Fi system, then you don't need to have to think about. Well, under this test, I also discovered the Rode and the Deity, you couldn't combine them or using them together. It will simply reduce your distance range. I don't know how, somehow they just doesn't work together, and perhaps the wireless system, the Deity claim they have the look ahead wireless system. I guess the Rode also have the look ahead, which is like scanning which channel is usable, and then this guy also scanning which is usable, and both guy is scanning which is usable. So the channel is like they are finding which I should use. So don't combine the Rode and the Deity together. So either I will suggest you go for the Rode or go for the Deity. Don't combine them together. And also we are going to compare the lavalier mics. This guy called the Smart Lav, which you need to have the adapter, is the same size as the original Rodelink mic, which is come with the mic. It's the same capsule, I guess. If you compare with the Sennheiser, I think the diameter is the same, but if you look like the length, the Sennheiser have definitely the shorter length if you compare to the Sennheiser. And also If you compare to the Deity, I think the Sennheiser 100 series has the same size as this Deity might have. And if you compare to the 500 series, the MKE2 is nearly 3 times smaller. 3 times smaller. Yeah. And finally, if you compare with the DPA 6060, this is like 2 times. The MKE2 is 2 times bigger than the DPA 6060. And of course, the DPA has the smallest body, but it's not only the DPA has the smallest body. In my opinion, the DPA 6060 has the best sound among all this lavalier mic. But of course, when you come to the price, this has the highest price you can get. So if you really want to go for a cheapest solution and small size, I mean not smallest, then I will really suggest you go for the smart lav with the converter, because these guys can also go to your Sennheiser 500 series and also the 100 series. And I have tested it. It sounds great as these guys, So, but not as this guy. That's it. I hope you learned something, and I wish you good day and happy filming.